Hey parents, my name is Carl Schoenholz, and I'm the Director of Student Ministries here at Asbury. Right now, we're in the middle of this True North series, which talks about navigating the culture of relativism. Relativism is this idea that everyone has their own separate truth. Your truth is not my truth, and my truth may not be your truth. And so as your students grow up in this culture, you need to figure out how to walk with them as they figure out what really is true, what really is important, how do they base their life on certain beliefs. And so as we get into that, I would like to share with you three important things that will help you before you enter those conversations with your students, and three helpful things as you walk with them in those conversations. So those first three things, before you have conversations with your students, have to do with influence, experience, and decision making. First, influence. What you need to know about your students is at this point in their life, their primary influence is shifting. As they grow up in childhood, their primary influence is their family, what their family believes, thinks, values, is what they believe, think, and value. But now, after about the age of 12, that influence is shifting to their peers. So now what their peers think, believe, value, becomes what they think, believe, and value, for better or worse. That's the transition that they are in, and so you'll start to see that become apparent in your student's life. The second thing you need to know is about experience. For your generation and many generations before you, facts and reasoning has been what has allowed people to form truth claims and really grab on to truth in that realm. For this generation, it's more about experience. What they've come to see or experience or feel is what's true, more so than what they've just heard. And so you'll start to see your students really start to claim things that they've experienced, and that's really important for you to process that with them. The third thing is that at this age, their brains are underdeveloped. The brain is not fully developed till age 25, and one of the last parts of your brain to develop is the frontal lobe, which has to do with decision making. And so your students are out there navigating this world with all sorts of different beliefs and opinions, and yet their decision making function of their brain is not fully developed. And so you need to know that as you hear them process things out loud, you need to help them make those decisions about what to believe and think in that realm. And as far as walking with your students, I want to kind of give you kind of three steps that are really going to guide your conversations with them. They are listen, search, and process. Listening is super important in your conversation with your students. So you have to figure out where they are before you start to walk with them anyway. And so you need to ask good questions in this realm, open-ended questions. Well, what do you think about this? Tell me what you believe about this. What's important to you in this realm? Not only does it help you figure out where they are, but it helps them feel valued before you have conversations about truth with them, before you help them make decisions. If they don't feel heard, they most likely won't journey with you on your pursuit of truth. The second thing is search together with them. Most likely your students just don't want answers thrown at them. They want to feel like they've come to own something for themselves. And so teach them how to search for things, research things together, ask questions. And parents, it's more than okay not to know answers. Your students are going to ask you some deep questions that might make you a little bit nervous, and that's okay. And honestly, sometimes the best answer is I don't know. It shows humility to them. It shows that you care. And say, well, let's go find these answers together. Let's go ask the pastor. Let's go read online. Let's go watch videos and figure out things together. Now, the third thing is really important because of this step, and that's process things with them. It's fully possible to have the right information and make the wrong conclusion. And so what's important is as you search with them and they've found this information, you need to help them interpret this information so they can make the right truth claims, the right create the right belief system. And so as they start to say things, process with them. So and you can do that in the form of different questions, saying, hey, does that really mean that? Or how does that affect this over there? And help them see how their truth claims start to affect their worldview. I think if you're able to do all three of those, I think you'll be able to successfully navigate this culture of relativism with them. You'll be able to provide a good environment for searching for truth with them. And I think it'll just be great for your relationship with your child. I hope all of you guys found this helpful for you as you walk with your students to pursue truth. And if you're interested in any more of this kind of stuff, we will be talking about this at our True North parenting event. That will be October 16th from 5:30 to 7:30. Hope to see you there.